Victoria Pearson, but you can call me V, and I hope that by now you are used to my vlogging being all over the place topic-wise. 1 minute I'm doing the moments piece in this lovely place, and the next minute I'm talking about my writing, and today I'm talking about hair. But anyway, a couple of weeks ago for you guys now, I posted my daily gratitude short in the morning with the greasiest looking hair in the world, and so I had scragged it into pigtails because I had been doing overnight oil treatment on it. And a couple of people asked me some questions about that. So, how do I do my oil treatment? At the moment, I am using this, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it, it's this almond oil, but I'm using it purely because it was the cheapest. I'm not going to oil my hair today because it's just been done and it's all light and fluffy and lovely, and I don't want to have to do it again. And also I think that 2 oil treatments in quick succession would not be great for my hair. But what I do is I would pour it onto this brush, little silicone brush. Again, it was just the cheapest. And then massage it into my scalp like this. For as long as my shoulder can take that, really. It feels nice though. Somebody said to me I couldn't be faffed with doing it, but it does feel nice. I get a nice little sensory whoo out of it. Makes me feel all purry. And so, yeah, I do that and then I tie it up and I leave it for as long as I can stand it. Usually about 4 hours. But that time I'd done it overnight and I'd slept in my silk bonnet as well. And so when I woke up in the morning, and I woke up very, very late, I didn't have time to wash it all out before my video. So I put it in pigtails. And somebody else asked me, how did you do that? Like, that must be really difficult. How long did it take? And so I timed myself. It took 1 minute and 20 seconds to do 1 plait. It's going to take me longer today because I'm going to try and work out how I do it to talk you through it. So first things first is to get all of my tangles out. I like a paddle brush for that because it just makes light work of it, and I don't have many tangles because, like I said, I did an oil treatment the other day, and just for a few days after that it stays really like tangle free and shiny and swooshy and nice. It occurred to me that you guys might wonder about the design on my hairbrush. That is just a little magic sigil that I made to promote long, healthy, strong and shiny hair. I can't remember exactly what it means now, but that's a good thing. With sigils, you don't want to remember what they mean. And at some point in the future, I've promised you a video on sigils as well. So honestly, I will get on with that real soon. So get the tangles out, and it was just a simple 3-bar plait that I did. I'm going to have to take my earrings out because they're already irritating me, pulling on my hair. And I don't want to plait them in. So, simple 3-bar plait is very simple. I've taken from the back of my head, no idea what you could see there. So taking the hair from the back of my head, I've done a parting that goes all the way across my head. This is maybe not the best angle for filming this. And then there's a couple of different ways that you can start it off. You can either bring it around behind your ear and start your plait down here, which is easiest, or you can sort of twist it away from your face to get your first section up, which is a little bit trickier to hold on to when you do that, and it's a little bit trickier to make it neat up here, but I like it. See, then I take a second section, grabbing it with that finger, and I cross them over. And then hopefully we should be able to pick up the last section of the 3, cross that into the centre as well without dropping it all. And that's the point where it could go all horribly wrong, because this bit could go all yucky. But it's actually come out quite nicely this time. And so now I've got my 3 sections, and I'm just going to keep swapping them into the middle. And that is all that you have to do all the way down. It is really hard to describe something that you've been able to do since you were about 6. Like, I have forgotten how to do it, but yeah, you just sort of take your outside ones and swap them into the middle, and just take it in turns all the way down the hair. And that bit, that's the quick bit. The awkward and annoying bit is trying to get the second one to look the same and start in the same place and not go horribly, horribly wrong. Now, it was actually a man that asked me how to plait your hair. He said, your fingers must be an absolute blur when you do it that quickly. I don't think they are a particular blur. And at first I thought he was asking me because he's a writer. And, you know, some writers that haven't got long hair don't know how long it takes to do it. They don't know, like, that it hurts your fingers or your shoulders or your arms whilst you're doing it. But Actually, he was just asking because he used to have long hair and wished that he had plaited it up at the time. So, taking my hair tie, cross it, bring it through, cross it, bring it through, continue that until you run out of hairband. I should have picked up a smaller hairband. This is one that's gone all baggy because I've used it a lot. Because I do have quite a lot of hair, especially when you're putting it in a single ponytail like that. It does take a while. So now I'm brushing what's left of my hair that's still loose. Should I try and do this one the same, or should I show you how to just not do the twisty thing? I quite like the twisty thing because it stops all the little wispy hairs coming out. So we might do that again. So we're going to take all of the hair from the front. I'm taking it from about here-ish, at the top of my ear. Twisting it so that it keeps all my little wispy bits in, grabbing another section and crossing them over each other, grabbing the last section. I've got to make sure that I've got all the little bits of hair from the back of my neck now, because the most annoying thing is when you've just finished plaiting your hair and then you realise that you've got like one strand hanging down the flat of your back again. So yeah, I've definitely got all of my hair there, and I'm just going to keep crossing them to the middle again, just like I did with the other one. Now, I know this is a very, very simple plait, and if you've got long hair and you're just looking at this thinking, why is she filming herself doing a 3-bar plait? That is the easiest plait. But like I say, there are some writers that I follow that might not know about how to do it, that might want to for a story. But you know, there's also short-haired mums and dads and uncles and aunties looking after people who might want to know how to just put a child's hair into a protective style, because it's a good style to sleep in because it stops your hair getting all tangled up. But also this is a nice style because it keeps it off your neck, and in the summer, oh, I need it off my neck. And plaiting your hair in a 3-bar plait is as easy as that. Make sure that they're the same sort of length. Oh, look, one's a little bit longer than the other, but we're not going to worry about that. We're going to call that done. And that is how you do a 3-bar plait. It's as easy as that. If you want, I can always make other videos to show you much more intricate plaits, like fishtail plaits that look like they take ages but actually don't. But that is probably as far as my hair care knowledge goes, because honestly I leave it down most of the time. I find it annoying having it up. If I have it up in a high ponytail, it gives me a headache, and I can't do a French plait to save my life. But I'll give them a go. If you'd be interested in seeing some more sort of hairstyles like that, just let me know, give me a comment, and I'll do some more. And I'll probably make a right pig's ear of it, but there we go. Now, like I said, my vlogs have gone a bit chaotic recently. I started off planning out what I was going to do for ages, and for the last few weeks I've just sort of rolled with it. So I know that at some point in the future I will be talking to you about change, because I've got one child going off to uni, one child going off to college, one of my children's moved out, and you know, my youngest is moving out of that very young childhood stage now that he's 8. He's sort of at that I'm actually a big boy stage, and so it's all very different for me. I've always had very little children around, and so it's very, very different for me, and I'm still learning how to cope with that. There's a lot of change going on in a lot of people's lives, so at some point we're going to talk about that. And then I might do some more witchy vlogs for you. I might do some divination vlogs for you. I'm almost definitely going to talk to you about the query writing process, because I'm doing that at the moment. And in August, I'm going to be doing a whole like travel vlog thing about Lowestoft of all places, because I'm going on a caravan holiday and I'm super excited to see the sea. But apart from that, I don't know what I'm doing in the future, and I don't know what order I'm going to do all those things in. So join me next week for another chaos vlog. All I know for certain is that it'll be 6 AM UK time on a Monday, and you can meet me here. I will also be here every single day in your shorts, letting you know what I'm grateful for, taking a great big deep breath, get that morning started right. And I just love how many people have told me that they involuntarily take that breath with me. That is amazing. I just love it. So I'd love for you to join me for that. And also, I will be here in your shorts again on a Tuesday, showing you Dave the terrarium, who I have moved out of the window now because he was getting a bit too hot now that the weather is heating up. Assuming, of course, that I haven't killed him yet. I'll be letting you know how he's getting on. Up until then, you have yourself a magical week.